It's the grandson of right thought. So y'all all heard about the mark of the beast. Everybody knows about the chip and the mark and the vaccine and all this stuff. It's widely known now about this mark. Now we know that the mark, it says he causes all the women to get a mark so that they may buy or sell. See, without the mark, you can't buy or sell. So all of you who don't plan on taking the mark, you won't be able to buy or sell. You see? So then who is going to provide for you during that time? Your God, right? Who you say you believe in, who you say you worship. So if he's going to force you to decide by causing there to be a mark, and if you get that mark, you can't be saved, then what does that mean you should have been doing all along? Letting go. Not being unequally yoked. Because how far is it going to go before you're going to say enough? I mean, what has to be shown to you before you decide to say, you know what, enough. I'm done. What do you have to see? Because all of you who take this mark will be doomed. According to scriptures, y'all all know it already. So then, like I said, who's going to provide for those who don't take the mark? Well, when the children of Israel were delivered out of Egypt the first time, who watched over them and took care of them when they were in the wilderness? Was it not Abba Yah? Did he not rain down manna from heaven? Was he not a pillar of fire by night and a cloud by day? So, was he not a rock flowing with water? Did they not walk by on dry ground? Let my people go that they may serve me. So if you've been serving this system, like your dad did, like his dad did, and his father before him, serving and slaving and working and working and working for this system, this American dream. If you've been one of those people, then you've not been relying on Abba Yah for your sustenance. You've been relying on the system to reward you for your service to it, which for the longest time was just okay because people were in ignorance and didn't know. But now you know you're going to have to make a choice. Because are y'all just going to just sit by and just let this happen? You're just going to just let them take your children and decide whatever they want to do with your children. You men are going to just sit by and just let that happen. After already all the shit you've been through all along. Now at this point in 2020, you're going to allow them to put their finger into the door and crack it open a little bit more and push back into your house again? And destroy your house again? After all you've been through, you're going to allow that? You that weak at the gate? After all that you see what happens when you leave the gate open, you see all what kind of shit comes in? Once you finally push it all out, now you're going to be weak again when you see something else come to the gate? You're not going to stop it right there? Hold on, wait. Scrutinize the fuck out of it? And y'all ain't doing that with this. Everything that y'all been told, y'all just go right along with the shit. I have to put this on. I have to cover this up. I have to do like this. I have to stay this far apart. Abba didn't never say none of that shit. When did Abba Yah ever tell you that? So why aren't you just doing what he said to do? Instead of living in fear today. Because you can't tell me that's not fear. You can't tell me that's not fear. Walking around looking like Shinobi. Everybody. Y'all are going to allow that? You're going to just stand by and just let that be what it is for your next generation? How are they supposed to meet each other normally? How are they supposed to talk to each other? How are they supposed to procreate? How are they supposed to meet? Y'all are just letting it happen. So like I said, You're just going to allow them to do this to you so you can buy and sell, make money. So y'all going to sell your souls for mammon. You're going to sell your souls for money. I need money to live. I need money to live. What did Yahushua say? The one you say you follow? What did he say? Render unto Caesar things that are Caesar. Render unto God the things that are God. Well, what belongs to God? So what does that mean? You got to give it all to the Most High. Like Yahushua did. It said he gave his life up even unto death. And we follow him. So we have to take up our cross. Well, that means have you given it up? Well, if you haven't, then you'll still be holding on to the system. You'll still go ahead and get the little mark of the beast so you can keep buying and selling. Keep making your little paper money or your little digital currency. Can't believe y'all men. I can't believe y'all just going to just accept that. While saying you believe in God. While saying you trust and have faith. When the scriptures right there have already told you that if you take this thing, there's no hope for you. Y'all hear that? I mean, do y'all really hear that? If you take this thing, there's no hope for you. So you have to be willing to give it all up. See, you can't buy or sell, then that means you can't make no money. How you going to buy all the shit that you need to buy? Well, those who have faith in the Most High won't be worried about that. And this is coming across the whole wide world. He said he made everybody do it. The one y'all love so much that you can't wait for him to tell you what to do. You're going to listen to him. You ain't going to listen to the Most High. You're going to listen to him. He going to be your God. And he going to tell you, yeah, you want to make some money, you're going to have to get this mark. And you're going to be willing to take it. It says you can't serve two gods. You can't serve mammon or in God. Look at the words, y'all. Look at the words. You can't serve mammon, greed, money, chasing after money, the love of money, and serve God. It is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle, which is, the chances of that shit happening is slim to none, than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven. And y'all put down the poor when it says blessed are the poor. Y'all say y'all believe the book. So those who have already given it up and have let go, not looking back, turning into a pillar of salt, they've let go. Then Abba Yah has already been their sustenance. They've already received the manna. They've already received the water from the rock. They've already been sustained in a miraculous way. So the mark is obvious. It is an obvious no. I've already been living this way, sustained by Abba Yah, as a living testimony to you guys that you can do it. I'm here. I've let go years ago, guys. No longer a part of that system. I don't deal in the system. I live a very, very simplistic life. I do my best to follow 2 commandments. And I've dedicated my life to that. And you know why? Because Solomon, the wisest man who ever lived. If you're the wisest man, then you know a lot, don't you? You can experience a lot. You can manifest a lot with a lot of wisdom. With all the wisdom, he's the wisest. And he said that fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. That was the conclusion of the whole matter, he said. Life. Let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Read Ecclesiastes right there at the end. Tell me you don't say this. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. So I have decided to settle it with the simplest thing. When I read that, I said, wait a minute. This is the whole duty of man. That's all I have to do. So I don't have to worry about buying and selling then, do I? No, because all you have to do is worry about keeping the Most High's commands. Which are what? Come on, guys, I say it every time. Love God, love your neighbor as yourself. Now, those who don't know how to do that, those are the ones lacking today. Those that don't know what love is and those that don't know how to love, those are the ones lacking. 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Then you'll know, but you have to go and read it for yourself. And then put it to the test and see if those things are indeed love. Because like I said, y'all gonna have a choice to make. Because it ain't gonna be much longer here. It ain't gonna be much longer, y'all. We had the last little few grains of salt in the hourglass. Y'all should feel that. So think about that today before you make any decisions when you go out here in this world. Are you gonna live on fear today, or are you gonna live in love? Because you can't fake it and you can't lie. Silawam Yisrael.